Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Alright, let's just cat mode now. Everybody's a cat. Mr. Arnyando.
Nice. Listen, a gnawler is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Huh. I mean, yeah.
Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Okay, yeah. Maybe so. But I wish you would quit grinning at me like cat.
Pretty good.
That one sucked. Fuck that.
Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I am a creepy one.
I'd like to say something, and I'd like you not to respond if that's possible. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady.
It looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile.
Is that how much power it is?
Just put some cords on it and it can power some shit.
Oh.
Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up.
Like a light switch, just go click.
What a cool little Melissa Foster trick.
Who's Dahlia? We don't know who
I
that
don't know.
is. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Melissa Foster's history.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never ever been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Terrible, horrible, no good, very bad monster.
Kind of like that book. Out of the country, eh?
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Indeed.
You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Like with rope and, it's gonna be hard. I don't know any knots. Should have gone to Scouts. Girl Scouts. I was out of the country until I entered college. I'd never been to Eagle Mountain before. Okay, I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
Alright, press that maybe?
Yeah, it's probably something. Okay. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Objection! Tisku, tisku, tisku.
Are you gonna prove it wrong, or just...
Unfortunately, Miss Fay, your last statement proves nothing.
It's a pretty good point. Oh, really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect.
Okay.
It's entirely possible
She just looked
that
at all the evidence?
at that time, an officer showed her this photo,
Oh.
and then she lied. That doesn't change that fact,
That seems like a rather serious mistake.
but... That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's
You
book.
just run with that. That's not fair. That's just a maybe.
That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day.
Why wouldn't she say that if that's the case? Like, you can't just give a plausible, like, technically possible thing.
Alright.
Holding a grudge and killing that
Press
officer.
this.
What are you talking about? A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
Objection! Ow! Fuck! My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
You were good before.
I know, it's like it comes and goes, but like, God, maybe it's like the angle that I hit it. It's like, I don't know.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Fuck it. What do we got to lose? You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. Ooh.
That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. He's losing followers by the second. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? I mean, sure.
I
don't know.
Sure. Whatever.
Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
I think.
I mean, maybe. I had the option and I took it.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that.
An objection to your collar situation.
That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why I... Enough. Witness if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing... The scarf wasn't even fucking white. Is that what this is?
Okay, yeah, so hold on, that was blue, right? And then go back to the
crime
note,
photo, or the...
Victim's note.
Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Oh, well, Dahlia's apparently alive, so that's gonna come up, I guess.
So, okay, I'm trying to think here. Are they saying that because at the scene, she was wearing a blue scarf? So
yeah,
Melissa Foster would have only seen a blue scarf. Now, was she present when they were talking about the white scarf in the trial? Because if she wasn't, then this is proof, because there's no way she should have known that it should have been a white scarf.
Oh, yeah.
Because she saw that it was a blue scarf.
But what would contradict that?
Wouldn't it be the scarf itself?
Like, yeah, I guess, because, like, how do you know?
She's like, I'm glad I didn't wear a white scarf.
I guess she was present for us talking about it.
That's what I'm wondering. Is that, like, what?
Maybe I'll press this first,
yeah, okay,
and then see diagonally. What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves.
If I had accidentally worn a... Okay, yeah, so it's definitely the color of the scarf. Cool. That would have been a terrible loss for this whole world.
Looks like you pressed too hard this time.
Mr. Armando.
Keep looking around you and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf.
Fucking talk.
Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
Yeah, apparently you don't.
You can learn. That's good advice for you.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
This is the right one, right? Yeah, white scarf. Yeah, because it's blue.
Right.
What are you talking about? Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. First of all, do you not have a color camera? Like, why the... Anyway, it's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification.
Black and white is better for Instagram. It looks cooler.
Ah, are you talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. I pooped in my pants. Oh
man, that was classic.
He is better than me.
Well done.
Did she say that? I don't... Oh, I guess she did.
She didn't. That's just very rude.
I heard it. I remember that. White? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me.
Oh!
Wow, you're really bad at lying.
It took a long time for that to come out.
Stupid. Objection. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white.
Objection! Sorry, but not this time. It did hurt that time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
All attorneys like, it hurts every time, but they're like, you know what? Just pretend
just roll with it.
It looks cool.
What was the whole thing about, like, the lawyer's not allowed to cry until it's over?
Yeah.
Is that what it's referring to, is hitting the desk?
And then once it's done,
once you're on the court, they're just like, God! Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is
the
note?
victim's note. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
She knew about the note, sucker.
Knew about the note, goof. Witness, have you ever seen this note?
Goof. Have you ever seen this note?
Goof, check the note, goof.
Note? No, never. Why are you calling me goof?
It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have.
It's a reference to the Goofy movie.
But you know, like that photo.
There's like
from
that scene at the pool.
So wait, why is this evidence? They're like, oh, it's top secret. There's no way she could have known it. But then earlier, Edgeworth's just like, maybe she saw the photo. I don't know. Like, it's dumb.
That's kind of the answer for a lot of questions in these kind of games. It's dumb.
I wonder about that. I do believe it's dumb.
Well, what do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Falls' instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification.
White scarf. Ah!
Witness, you knew what this note said. There's no other possible reason for you to mistake the scarf's color. Well, Ms. Foster?
No!
Again, why is she like considered this cool character? She's very stupid.
Very confused about a lot of this. Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, they tweeted it out and it got 300 likes, so, oh shit. One more person. Plus whoever scrolled by it. Did you say one more person?
That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Jesus himself. Yup. The third person that knew the contents of the note was...
Hang on there, kitten.
What? What is it, Mr. Armando? I'm right.
Here, I made some special cafe con leche for you. I put in plenty of sugar.
I would have preferred it without, but thank you.
Drink it up before it gets cold.
It is already cold.
Don't be shy.
How long have you been waiting to get...
I'm not shy. I don't want this.
Did you buy this before the trial? Because it is so cold. Why are you doing this?
Your brain needs stimulation. Drink some of this and then think it over again.
I mean, I can stomach it, but it's not pleasant.
Listen, keep messing up like that and you're going to get the judge mad.
Is this Folgers? Miss Faye! Don't just stand there casually. What? Okay.
No, it's because they want us to do Dahlia, not...
Okay.
Yep.
Oops, I think it's too late. But, Your Honor...
Even though we haven't established that she's Dahlia
you know, sometimes video games... weird. There is one more person. There is a person besides Mr. Falls and the victim that knew what the note said. I thought we were just talking about how this girl
right here, who we know is Melissa Foster, knew about...
Yeah, okay.
We should save.
Well, I can't do that, so
we know the answer, but...
Maybe just look it up just in case it's not...
What? It's gotta be... Who else would it be?
I guess that's true. It's just the consequences are so... steep. And that person is...
Go ahead and save right here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, the mysterious Shadow Woman. I'd sure hate if this is a dead end and we're...
yeah.
Let's just make sure.
I don't think it's a dead end.
I'm pretty sure we're good. It's just the possibility.
Yeah.
Person is Dahlia Hawthorne. I guess I would just speed run it back to this point if that happened. Dahlia Hawthorne. I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note.
This is fine. Save it here.
This is what it says. Okay, I think we're safe. But I wasn't supposed to talk about Dahlia yet, so I lose all my points.
Oh, no.
This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, what's this? So, who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? Are you bored?
Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
It says in the note that, whatever. The dead?
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's rough. Killed in a crime. You don't mean...
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed
In a
by
crime.
Terry Falls in a crime.
Killed in a crime?
Killed in a crime? That's weird wording, isn't it?
Objection! You said she was killed in a crime, but was she really?
What are you implying?
I don't know. Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
Objection! She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. Tisku, tisku, tisku. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Objection! But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. And in these games, it's never a sign of death. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. Just want to remind everybody of that. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are.
Objection! Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying...
Oh, my daughter's 19 actually. Maybe she's Dahlia Hawthorne? Shit.
I don't want to think about a Charlie Brown adult being a father. Like, that's not... They should not have kids.
Well, they do. Oh, they fuck. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. And maybe on the next episode, we'll say some more.
We'll say some more. We'll say some more.
You know,
we'll see some more.
There will be words and
you'll all hear some more and also
dialogue.
see some more.
This might be some contradictions or I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fun little things.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations.
Mia Faye, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations.
That's what they should have called this game. Like,
Payne's birthday cake.
I'm still here with the cake.
All right, just hand it here. And I'll just
I
put it on the floor.
I've been holding it so long, I kind of want to keep it. Like, I want to eat it. What's
No.
your cake even celebrating? If you didn't...
I don't think it's your birthday. You brought it. I don't know.
That's true, but I don't remember why.
That is your problem.
Ugh. I'm just gonna eat this alone.